Hey guys, what's up? So I got on a new kick, and I figured why not play amateur chemist. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be working with chemistry and science. Let's hope I don't blow the house up, or explode, or end up in the burn unit once again. Yeah, I spent a good 30 days in the burn unit already in 2008. So what am I doing? Well, I actually love, like, you know those things you get from Bath and Body Works? They come in mist bottles, and you can spray your pillows. You can spray the room. You can also spray your skin because it has natural oils in it. Well, I decided, why pay, like, I don't know, $15, $20 for a bottle of that when I can just make it at home in my house. Well, I've never done this before. So let's see. So I got some supplies to try to embark on this. And so one of the things I got was from Amazon, and it came in a pretty box. Actually, can we open it? Who's we, by the way? Maybe it's my alter ego. Oh, there we go. All right. So I got fresh dried lavender buds. And this one is made by June Fox. I don't even know who the hell June Fox is. But this was only like $11.98 with free shipping. And it has a beautiful, beautiful, very, very nicely scented natural lavender buds. And this is all dried already. I grow lavender myself during the summer, but I don't have any right now. Obviously, it's the winter, especially here in New York. It came with these really nice little organza, I think it's called, or organdy, whatever, little drawstring bags, and a scoop. It actually comes with a really fancy looking spoon. There we go. And you can scoop the lavender and place it in these little sachets, or did I say that right? Sachets or sachets, and put it in your drawers or in your closet, in your pillowcase. But that's not what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to do a little like experiment, and hopefully it doesn't go wrong. What I'm going to do is place this in a glass bowl. I guess when you're working with oils, you don't want to put it in certain types of things like metals and stuff. I think that can cause some kind of reaction with the oils. So I'm going to put it in a glass bowl, and I'm going to boil some water or get distilled water. Actually, it's better to get distilled water because it has no like germs in it. But I don't have distilled water, so I'm going to boil water. Place this in a glass bowl and have the hot water actually envelop these little buds and keep it marinating there for about 30 minutes. Now, that's one thing I'm going to do. And let's keep going. So I got all these little doodads and contraptions. They say on the internet to fill up a spray bottle with half distilled water, which is, if you don't have distilled water, just boil water, and half of unscented witch hazel. Apparently that the witch hazel helps to mix with the oil from the plant or the herb or the flower, and carry the the scent or the odor. Okay, so I got that. This was like $4.75. Then I got some essential oils, and these are actually really, really actually good for your skin. People use it in massage therapy. They use it in diffusers, and they use it in all sorts of things around the house just to make things smell really good. And so we got sage, which I love sage. Sage is very similar to lavender. It's like a minty, fresh smelling flower. And then I got lavender essential oil, 100% pure essential oil. It smells heavenly. I opened it up already. I had to check it out. And apparently it says to put about 15 to 20 drops in like a 4-ounce bottle of essential oil. So if you have several essential oils, you can divide that up. And you can tweak it. So if you like more of a lavender scent, you can put a little bit more lavender drops in as opposed to sage, or vice versa, or whatever the oils you have. Now, what I'm doing with the fresh lavender is giving the water that I use in the witch hazel mixture a little bit more oomph by boiling this and getting the oils out of it. Now, when I boil it in the bowl, the problem is that you don't want to put the buds in the spray bottle. By the way, here's some spray bottles that I got on Amazon. This was like, I think, $10, and I got 19 3.4-ounce spray bottles with the tops, and it came with little funnels. I attached it there so I don't lose them. And so what I'm going to do is, when I have the lavender marinating and it cools off and it's done, You can't put the buds in the container. So I got a little strainer and a cheesecloth. They said to get an unbleached cheesecloth, like a natural cotton, and place the cheesecloth in the colander and dump the lavender in the water, you know, the oil water, into this, and then have it into another receptacle, like a jar, but it has to be like glass, basically, and then dump it into the spray bottle. So let's see how that works out. Stay tuned. So right after I was done filming this little part of my snippet of my little science project, this just arrived from Amazon. And so what I got was, I showed you the plastic spray bottles that I have, but I much rather have my scented sprays in glass. And the reason especially too is because you see how this has a color? It helps to keep your scents and your oils from going bad much longer. The clear glass ones, you have to keep them in a cool, dry place. Generally, these scents only last like 6 months before they actually expire and go rancid. So anything in these colored glass bottles lasts way longer than inside plastic. I had also ordered these in a really pretty cobalt blue color as well. These can get a little pricey as opposed to the plastic ones. Actually, these two in the dropper bottles were only like $4.75. Not bad. And the reason why I actually got these was because I wanted this really nice dropper to use with my essential oils bottles. They didn't come with nice droppers. They came with like these little plastic, like little thin little things that are hard to work with. So, and then on top of it, it doubles as a bottle. So when I make my scented water with the lavender by soaking it in hot water, if I have excess, I can just keep it in these bottles, which is great. All right, so let's take a look at what these spray bottles look like. I just got them just now, and they're amber. Actually, yes, they're a very, very dark amber, as you can see here. And again, that's very, very good for preserving your scents from what I read on the internet. Again, not being an expert and not knowing much about this, I did quite a bit of reading. They come in all different colors, all different sizes. They have like 16-ounce bottles. They have 8-ounce bottles, 4-ounce bottles, 2-ounce bottles, 1-ounce bottles. Pretty much, these are the 4-ounce bottles. And I thought this was a nice amount. It's not too big and it's not too little. And that's a good size. Also, the 2-ounce size is good for travel. So if you want to have like your scented oils and spray mist or linen or sheet mist, a 2-ounce bottle is another good size. The 8-ounce and 16-ounce, that's like a little bit overkill. So yeah. All right, so let's get started. I know now I'm sort of procrastinating because I'm afraid of blowing myself up or blowing the kitchen up. All right, guys, wish me luck. All right, so since this is my first time doing this, probably going to be problems with this, but let's give it a shot. Let's see if my calculations are right. All right, so I'm going to put the lavender water in a 4-ounce bottle. So what I did was I actually made 4 ounces of water, but since you're only supposed to put half water in those glass bottles and the other half witch hazel, I have enough for 2 bottles here and a little more. You figure, hey, if you have a little extra, you can actually put it in one of those dropper bottles that I showed you earlier to preserve it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lavender and I'm going to drop the buds into this boiling water. I put the water in this jar in the microwave for like, I don't know, 50 seconds. Maybe I did too much. I don't know. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the buds in here. And I shouldn't have dumped the spoon in here yet because I still want to put some more lavender in here. And they float in the water, as you can see. Just going to mix it around a little. Now, since I can't use the spoon again, you see, this is a learning process. I'm just going to make a mess here by doing this. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. This is, all right. See? This is just something, you know, you live, you learn, you know, the next time. Get 2 spoons. A dry spoon and one of these. All right, so I'm just going to keep mashing around the lavender. Actually, I'll show you. So as you can see, it's like starting to float a little. Lavender floats in water from what I read on the internet. By the way, this jar is boiling hot right now. And, but I'm willing to take the pain just to have my little experiment go right. So there we go. I'm just going to mix it around there. And what I am going to do is, I think I'm going to put the lid on the jar. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to put the lid on the jar. Let me just, there we go. And keep the heat in there. I'm going to let this marinate for about a good, I'll swish it around. Oh, I hear sizzling. Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, I hear sizzling going on. That's a good thing maybe? I don't know. At least it's not me that's sizzling. And here we go. So you can see those buds. They're stewing in that hot water. They're starting to swell up a little. And maybe I put a little too much of this in. But you live, you learn. You work on things and you see what happens. And then you just adjust it the next time around. Yeah, you hear the sizzling? And you hear the dog whining in the background. My dog wants to play right now. All right, guys, so I'll be back in 30 minutes, and let's see how this turns out. Stay tuned. All right, well, I sort of screwed up. What happened was that I put too much lavender in there, and it swelled up, and it almost like actually absorbed all the water. So I got another jar and filled it up with boiling water. Oh, God. All right, this is hot. Let me just smell it. Hold on. Oh my God, it smells so freaking good. I kid you not. I'm going to just add a little more water. Now we'll have a little too much lavender water, but that's not a problem. There we go. Oh, it's hot. Holy, I'm not going to say the word. Oh, baby. Yeah. I think I just melted my glove. All right, I have my cheesecloth. So when this is stewing and it's done stewing after about 30 minutes, we'll take the funnel and we'll place the cheesecloth inside the funnel and then dump it into the bottle or into another jar to get the buds out because they're spent. And then we'll use the water. All right, let me get this lid on. Actually, before I do so, I'll swish it around. I'm not going to use that spoon again, but all right, there you go. That's what it looks like. It's actually boiling. It smells so good. And going to give it a few swishes around. Maybe shake it up a little, right? And I can hear it sizzling as I'm filming. All right, guys, stay tuned for this one. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes. And what I did was I loosened up the lid now on this. I'm just going to place it on top there so it can cool down a little. It smells absolutely, oh my God, gorgeous. That's my New York accent for you. There you go. It smells gorgeous. So I got some bottles already. I got my funnel for after I strain out the lavender buds in the cheesecloth. I have everything all set up. I have a second jar. So we have our lavender water. I have the lavender essential oil and the sage essential oil all ready as well. And while I'm waiting, I figured, why not be creative and make my own labels? So there's a website called www.canva.com, and you can make your own product labels. They have all sorts of templates. So we have Futures Past, Lavender, Sage, Dream. And I got some Avery labels for like $6.99, 300 in a pack, 2-inch by 2-inch labels, and printed out only 3 for now. And yeah, so okay, I'll be back and we'll see what happens. All right, so it's pretty much cooled down. I mean, it's not freezing cold, but I'm going to give it one last shake. Okay, and oh my God, it smells so good, guys. I wish you guys were here, seriously. All right, so I'm going to attempt to strain this out. And by the way, I filled my bottles with witch hazel halfway to get that ready. All right. My goodness, what's taking so long? It looks like wine. Look at it. The water is actually like a really pretty lavender, the same color as the buds. And the lavender water is just settling into my other jar. And by the way, make sure your jars are sterilized so you can boil them or put boiling water in there to just make sure that those jars, because, you know, this is going on your skin, and you want to make sure everything is, you know, clean and germ-free. And it's slowly going into the jar. And wow, that's all the water I got out of this? That's not very much. That's because I didn't put enough water in. See? You live, you learn, and you just, you know, you just improvise as you go along, and you're going to learn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze. You can see it's, all the oils are leaking out of the lavender right now. Get that juice in here. And my jar is getting nice and filled up. And I'm going to discard my buds. And I'm going to try to get every last... Oh, God, they just spilled on the floor. Every last bit of this oil out of this lavender. And I am making a holy mess right now. All right, so I'm going to push that in there. And I'm going to give it a good squeeze. And my timer just buzzed. And here you go, you see? See, you get more oil by being frugal. By taking these buds out and just squeezing. In the cheesecloth. The cheesecloth is great for that. And again, I got this from Amazon. I think it was like $4 for a 3-foot panel of cheesecloth. Unbleached. It's like cotton or muslin. Muslin? No, not as in the ethnic group. Muslin. There we go. All right, I'm going to dump these buds into a glass bowl over here for now. And reuse my cheesecloth. And that's the beauty of the cheesecloth. You can wash it when you're done and reuse it for other applications and mad scientist things in the kitchen. All right, let's get that in there. Now I'm going to squeeze out that oil as best I can. And that stupid timer just keeps going off to remind me. Hang in there. And I think we got every bit of oil that we can out of this lavender right now. And this video is really, really long, and a lot of you are probably hitting the back button by now. All right, so what I'm going to do is give it a good shake. Since we're going to be putting it in 3 different spray bottles, we want it distributed evenly. There we go. And the water is going to take place of the distilled water that's supposed to fill the other half of these bottles. And it gives it a pretty, almost like a wine color. That's one down. Let's get our next bottle. And I got these little funnels, again, on Amazon. Good old Amazon. And the great part, these jars I got on Bed Bath & Beyond, they were like, I don't know, $2.99 a jar. Amazon has a shortage of mason jars for some reason right now. I think everyone's buying them. And I got this little funnel, and I got all this stuff in advance by doing my research on the internet, finding out what people told you need to do this project. And the beauty of these little jars is if you have excess water left over, you can actually keep it and preserve it. You can keep it in your fridge, the lavender water in your fridge. You can do this with dried rosebuds too. And I ordered those. Yep, I have to have everything. Problem is with these amber bottles is you can't tell when the fluids reached the spot where you need it to be. So this might be a little bit of a mess. I might have an overflow going on in a moment. Okay, and it reached like way too high, so I'm going to just dump a little bit of it out, actually, into this jar. There we go. All right, so now what I want to do is take my essential oils, and I printed out a nifty little thing I found on the internet, and it says for 8-ounce bottle, it says to add 20 drops of essential oil. And so since we're doing a 4-ounce bottle, and then the plastic ones are 3.4, I'm going to have to like finagle. But, you know, you learn as you go along. So for, let's see, a 4-ounce formula, one site said to actually put 20 to 30 if you want a stronger formula. And another site said 15 drops total. So I figure we'll do 10 drops of lavender oil and 5 drops of sage. And if it's not strong enough, we'll just add more. So I got my little dropper. So we're going to go with 5 on the sage. I might have to go a little less because that's about an ounce, a little less than a half of an ounce less. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm gonna, this is why I wanted this dropper, because it's so much better than the one that came with the bottle. Now, the problem is I don't want to contaminate the oil with the lavender. So I'm going to have to get another dropper. Hang on 1 second. All right, I'm back with a fresh, clean dropper. And now we're going to use the lavender. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 9 on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably putting too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 won't come out to get more oil. 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like a chemist. This is a lot of fun, guys. All right, so let me just place the caps back on this because we don't want spillage. And these are the droppers that came with the original bottles. As you can see, I mean, that's piss poor. All right, so I'm going to shake it up and smell it, and we're going to check it out. Okay, I just smelled it. It's not strong enough. So I'm going to add more. So we got the sage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And put this back. All right, so this is the dropper for the sage. I don't want to mix that up. And, oops, forgot to do this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. Okay. This is a mess. All right, now let's get with the lavender. We'll do a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How's about that? 12. If worse comes to worse, I put too much, I could dump it into a big jar and just add more water or witch hazel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I'm losing count. Holy shit. Excuse my language. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Now I'm going to smell it. Let's see what happens. All right, let's take one. Do I have, no, I don't even have the right top. You see? See what happens, guys? When it's your first time doing something and you're a scatterbrain like me. All right, shake it up. And let's give it a whirl. It smells heavenly. Oh my God, that smells so good. Let me try it on the bigger bottle. I might have to add more. Give it a good shake. And let me give it a sniff. It smells really good. But it needs just a little bit more lavender. Oh boy. All right, let me get my dropper. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. How's about that? And this is the beauty of this. You can just like custom make it. Now I should have been writing down how many drops I'm putting in this for future formulas if I want to make more of this, and I didn't, and that's where I went wrong. Don't make the same mistake I'm making. Good thing I'm videotaping this, because I can go back and I could, you know what I mean? Much better. Much better, guys. All right, I'm going to put my labels on it and show you the finished product. Stay tuned. All right, so here's the finished product. I'm actually really quite pleased with it. So here's my label. Futures Past, Lavender Sage Dream. And boy, is it a dream. And I didn't blow up. I didn't burn the house down. I didn't end up in the burn unit. And all is well. And this smells great. I'm going to spray it on the linens, spray it on my pillowcase. I'm going to call up the My Pillow guy now and order a new pillow. And then spray it on my new My Pillow. Okay, yeah, I'm a little crazy. But there we go. There it is. And there's the product. It has like a pretty, almost like pink or like pinkish, reddish, purplish color to it. And it smells heavenly. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll be making more scents. And maybe I'll even list these for sale in my Etsy shop. That'll be fun. All right, guys. See you all soon. So long.